In the meantime, the data company called DC BLOX now does officially have approval to move ahead with developing a data center out on the east side in Irvington. But the Eastside community is determined to stop that.
So they recently hired a lawyer to appeal the decision made last month. Ella Rhodes joins us now, and you've been following this, Ella. Why did a lawyer decide to represent this community?
Yeah, so lawyer Scott Federoff believes there is a legitimate reason to appeal the Indianapolis Metropolitan Development Commission's decision that approved a use variance permit for DC BLOX. He'll represent the group Eastside Community Action. Now, Federoff says in July that hearing, DC BLOX reasoning failed to meet the state's requirements for that permit. He plans to appeal the MDC's decision sometime this week, before the 30-day deadline. He also says there are no definitive parameters to hold DC BLOX to promises it made to invest in the community. Federoff added the commitments are not required under the law.
Don't mean anything in the context of, is this meet the use variance criteria? And they spent a ton of time on that. And one board and zoning member admitted on the record that that's why he voted yes. Well, that in and of itself is disqualifying because that's not a valid reason under the law.
Federoff argues for a data center seeking approval, the process is not by obtaining use variance permits. He says it's a legislative process, like an amendment to the zoning ordinance. Now, 13 News reached out to DC BLOX. They said they do not have information or updates to share at this time.
So tonight, the City County Council will vote on a data center moratorium. Does that impact this project?
So it does not. But, and it doesn't act retroactively, so it really is just about the future. But it will be interesting to see what they decide.
Because this project originated before this moratorium originated.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Good point. All right. Our coverage continues in our later newscasts. Thanks so much, Ella.